So up on a Jumbotron here at the Agenda in Dubai, snazily made montage of Aliaksei Alfiorau from Belarus. Made his professional debut in July of this year in Yekaterinburg in Russia, winning on points in a contest scheduled for 6. But he's a highly decorated operator from the IBA World of Boxing World Championship silver medalist Belgrade in 2021 at the Stark Arena at light heavyweight. Wonderfully relaxed operator.
And now,
possesses every punch in the book.
His opponent coming into the gold corner, representing Azerbaijan, Loren ALFONSO.
So Loren Alfonso Rodriguez needs no introduction if you're a follower of IBA style boxing. Representing Azerbaijan, born in Havana in Cuba. Switching to Azerbaijan in 2018, and he too comes to the ring with plenty of IBA credentials under his belt on the global stage. At that same tournament, well, Alfiorau took silver at 81 kilograms light heavyweight. This man won gold at 86 kilograms cruiserweight, and earlier this year made it through to the gold medal bout at a world championship stage once again, coming away with silver, adding to his Olympic bronze at light heavyweight from Tokyo a couple of years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 6 3-minute rounds in the 86 kilogram weight division. Your officials, judges at ringside from the USA, Italy and Kazakhstan. Your referee in charge of the action will be from Uzbekistan, and his name is Aliaksei Alfiorau. And now to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the black corner, weighing in at 85.95 kilograms. 44 big wins as an amateur, a silver medalist in the IBA World Championships, unbeaten as a professional with 1 win, no losses, representing Belarus, Aliaksei Alfiorau. And his opponents across the ring, fighting out of the gold corner, weighing in at 85.1 kilograms. 42 big wins as an amateur, a former amateur world champion. In his first IBA professional contest this evening, the Olympic bronze medalist from Azerbaijan, Loren ALFONSO.
Okay guys, listen to my command. Head up, no holding, punches up, no punch the back. Good luck.
So this is action from the 86 kilogram division between boxers from Belarus and Azerbaijan. The southpaw, wearing the black trunks trimmed with gold, is Aliaksei Alfiorau, World Championship silver medalist at the IBA global event at the Stark Arena in Belgrade at the back end of 2021. And that gold medal bout, one of the best contests you could ever wish to see. Absolutely electrifying contest between he and the man from the United States of America. The man currently on the back foot, the taller of the two boxers. He's a 2-time finalist in IBA World Championship affairs. He took gold at the same event in Belgrade before coming away with a silver at the event in Tashkent earlier this year. Olympic bronze medalist, losing at the semi-final stage to his former compatriot Arlen Lopez, who went on to make it back-to-back Olympic titles, first in Rio at middleweight, then this one in Tokyo at light heavyweight. But that man is Loren ALFONSO. It's going to be interesting to see how he acquits himself over 6 3-minute rounds, if indeed the contest goes the scheduled distance, because on the IBA 3-round stage, he's a very efficient operator. Doesn't throw many punches, but the ones that he does throw are invariably accurate. Always keen to get the first round under his belt, and then when the opponent is coming to him, pick him off with accurate counters while expending very little energy. As for Alfiorau, he too relaxed and possesses every shot in the book. Good left hand to the body, landed twice in quick succession by him. But he forcing the action here with a minute remaining in this opening round. So retreating to the neutral corner and inviting pressure was ALFONSO, and that allowed Alfiorau to dig away to the body with some scoring punches. So oftentimes ALFONSO's contest, despite his considerable talent, something of a tightrope walk, because in spite of how well he shapes up and the wonderful shot selection that he possesses, his offensive output can be so low that he can sometimes find himself outworked in contest. There he looks for a counter right hand once again. Alfiorau winding up that left hand before attempting to throw it, and that an opening round fought in a wonderful spirit. The naturally smaller man, the man who took his world championship silver at light heavyweight 81 kilograms, the busier boxer against the 2-time IBA world championship finalist Loren ALFONSO. Some of the action from that first round. So ALFONSO always composed up there in the boxing ring, even when being placed under pressure by the forward forays of Alfiorau. Here you see when he retreats to the corner, taking that stiff left hand to the body, followed by an uppercut to the torso once again. So no live scoring here on IBA Champions Nights, as we had at the Junior World Championships in Yerevan, Armenia during the week. What a magnificent return to the IBA calendar that festival of 3-round boxing action was. Combined both boys and girls for the first time after its absence from the calendar since 2015. And these two men who will have come through that age classification, a lifetime in the sport, good left hand to the body as both men getting themselves tangled momentarily in the ropes. But Alfiorau, ALFONSO looking for that characteristic counter right hand, then the check left hook as he's spinning out of the corner, circumnavigating the boxing ring. While Alfiorau, look at that move to the right to try and cut off the lateral movement of ALFONSO. Alfiorau keen to emphasize the cerebral nature of the sport of boxing rather than the violence, which is sometimes necessary, of course. Good work to both body and head from Alfiorau. Says that boxers, in his experience, very intelligent individuals, able to read and adjust and keep their composure under fire and indeed under pressure. University student with a master's degree, so can work as a coach or a teacher in addition to his elite level boxing. And he's continuing to press the action here against his naturally bigger opponent. And again, two men so composed up there in the boxing ring. If memory serves, when I was at the Stark Arena in Belgrade at the back end of 2021, for his gold medal bout, oh, that's a cracking southpaw left from Alfiorau. Counter left jab in response from ALFONSO not too far away. But Alfiorau came to the ring for the biggest bout of his life in the final of the World Championships, and his kit was inside out. Just another day at the office for this talented boxer from Belarus. Digging away downstairs, but counter left hand from the man representing Azerbaijan. It's Robbie Gonzalez of the United States, who produced a magnificent fight back in the third and final round of that gold medal bout in Belgrade. Good right hand to the body, counter left hand upstairs, making it first and third boxing for Alfonso, continuing to maintain the gap between himself and his opponent. As the two boxers came together, looking to dig away downstairs, was Alfiorau, and he's right back onto the man once again, testing his conditioning by scoring with shots to the body. Alfonso tucking up effectively behind high-held gloves to repel the two-shot salvo from Alfiorau. Terrific footwork demonstrated by both boxers. Alfiorau invariably on the front foot. Alfonso floating around the perimeter of the boxing ring, maintaining the distance between himself and his advancing opponent. Well, feet often get tangled in bouts between southpaw and orthodox boxers. Thankfully, neither man overly inconvenienced during that entanglement with the feet and indeed the ropes. But rather surprised that Alfonso's not looking to impose his physicality here. He, the naturally bigger man, remember. But it is a long way to go. 6 rounds scheduled. Aliaksei Alfiorau's professional debut was over the 6-round distance at the back end of July. But Alfonso competed extensively over the 3-round format, and again he's an efficient punch picker, patient punch picker over that format. This scheduled for a contest to be twice as long. So into the 3rd round we go then, as Alfiorau again onto the front foot behind quick feet, southpaw left, targeting the body of Alfonso, who's continuing to move laterally to his left, clockwise, just changing direction momentarily. But to this point, the typical type of contest that we have come to associate with Loren ALFONSO. Mentioned the fact that he transferred to Azerbaijan in 2018, had a whole host of contests in national championships with Arlen Lopez. Just couldn't get around Arlen Lopez. Check left hand causes Alfiorau just to take an untimely trip to the canvas. So having switched allegiance to Azerbaijan as a southpaw left scores for Alfiorau, with Alfonso in the corner, hitting on the break from Alfiorau. No warning from the referee. Who does he run into at the Olympic medal stage? Arlen Lopez once again, who moved up seamlessly from 75 kilograms in Rio to 81 kilograms in Tokyo to make it back-to-back Olympic triumphs, adding to the gold medal that he won on the World Championship stage in Doha in 2015. Single scoring shot was crisp indeed. Defensive excellence demonstrated by Alfonso, as he was able to lean back and just get his glove and forearm up into position to block the southpaw left of Alfiorau. So it's Alfiorau continuing to operate out of center ring, and that's a short southpaw left driven into the body with the palm turned down from Alfiorau. There a right hand fired in while looking to bounce off the rope from Alfonso, but then he got his legs tangled up once again and he ended up dipping at the knees, forcing the referee to remind him of his responsibility to keep his head up. So both men going for big hooks while changing direction. But Alfiorau, again, he's the man pressing the action, and he's invariably the busier boxer. He's scoring shots, although that one demonstrably low. But in his bid to target the body, again, Getting the better of that exchange is Alfiorau. So Alfonso repels the southpaw left fired in from Alfiorau. And I just wonder whether Alfonso is feeling the pace here. His exertions audible. Exhalations audible as he claimed Alfiorau just before the bell to conclude the round. Sharp singles landed by both boxers, but I'm not sure enough of them have been landed through the first 3 rounds by Alfonso to put him ahead on the scorecards. So this second 3 rounds is going to be very interesting indeed. Remember, in the old IBA competition of World Series boxing at the York Hall in Bethnal Green, I witnessed one of the best IBA contests I've ever had the privilege to observe. And Joe Joyce and Filip Hrgović went at it hammer and tong for 5 3-minute rounds. The first 3 rounds it was even, but then in rounds 4 and 5, Joe Joyce was able to go to another level in terms of energy and punch output, and Hrgović not able to go with him and ended up running out a commanding points winner. Will that fate befall Loren ALFONSO here? Has the minute interval been enough for his energy levels to recover? Here you see, continuing to peck and poke off the back foot. Check left hand landed once again, and then looking out of the ring for the shot that Alfiorau missed with. But it's a high-risk approach for my money, because the scoring punches that Alfonso invariably lands are very few. You can probably count them on both hands. And against an opponent who is pressing like this, not successful on that forward foray, Alfiorau. But there is a good left hand to the body, and again, that will certainly test the boxer's conditioning as he lands with a spearing left just above the belt line once again. Will Alfonso be able to keep the movement going and land enough effective scoring punches to take these rounds? I'm not suggesting he's trying to nick the rounds, because on occasion he does hold his feet, but very seldom does he plant those feet into the canvas and look to back up Alfiorau. So in the minds of some judges, there's a left-right combination where he did hold his feet, but he's complaining about low blows once again, and the referee concurring with the complaints of Alfonso. So Alfiorau perhaps going to have to watch how he conducts himself as he looks to target the body once again. And look at Alfonso, keen to claim his man. Alfiorau accepting it rather than looking to work on the inside and not wishing to overstate it. But I think that Alfonso is feeling the pace here more severely than Alfiorau. What sense does Alfiorau have in the boxing ring? Left hand was a glancing blow from Alfiorau, but a right hand came in during the exchange from Alfonso. Looking to target the body once again with his southpaw left is Alfiorau. Remember, he no stranger to the 6-round distance. That left hand rather telegraphed and blocked easily by Alfonso. Alfiorau feinting with the feet now. Alfonso retreating to the ropes and inviting pressure and absorbing punches to shore his gloves and forearms, which means that they were blocked effectively, but a couple of shots got through to his torso as well. Angry swelling developing beneath the right eye of Alfiorau. And again, you see, it's Alfonso keen to hold on, just in search of some respite as we approach 20 seconds to go in this 4th round. Oh, that's a solid left hand landed from Alfiorau, but again countered during the exchange by a scoring shot from Alfonso. There's a good right uppercut dug into the body from Alfonso. Some of the action from that 4th round. There you see the straight left hand, something taken off it. Alfonso, characteristic of his Cuban heritage, celebrating what he thought was a success, but retreating to the ropes, inviting pressure. And look at how many shots during that combination were able to sneak behind the gloves and beneath the forearms of Alfonso. And that was a pattern that was repeated on more than one occasion. That's demonstrably low, my goodness. Well south of the border there on that attempted left uppercut was Alfiorau. So into the penultimate round, both boxers up off their stool. Corner will have applied the end swell iron to try and hold that swelling beneath the right optic of Alfiorau down. He's out briskly once again. Alfonso continuing to remain beyond punching range, dancing, dodging laterally both clockwise and counterclockwise. So now it's Alfiorau saying, okay, I'm going to adopt your posture. I'm going to go on the back foot and go walkabout. The referee not enjoying the verbal conversation. He wants a fistic conversation. Ernest Hemingway calling the sport of boxing the most honest conversation that two men can have. No hiding place up there in the boxing ring. But Alfiorau, by going on the back foot, saying, oh, that's a terrific two-shot combination from Alfonso, and look at how he's celebrating it, skipping up on his toes. Good double left hand slung in from Alfiorau. The second left hand was an effective bolo shot to the body of Alfonso. As Alfonso trying to distract his man now, tapping his heel in the manner of the great Roy Jones Jr. And he appears to be rather refreshed in this fifth round, does Alfonso. And has the constant forward pressure of Alfiorau just taken something off his energy levels and intensity? Can he maintain those forward marches at the same pace that he was demonstrating for the previous 4 rounds? But Alfonso altogether sharper, altogether more active in this penultimate round. And perhaps he's looking to gauge it and produce a strong conclusion, assuming that the contest goes the 6-round distance. So just managing his energy levels over the first 4 rounds, but he's looking altogether sharper here in the 5th. Looking for a counter left hand again, but it was long, going over the head of Alfiorau, who landed with a shot to the body. So both boxers fainting as a beautifully picked right hand lead from Alfonso lands right down the pipe. So complaining about a low blow once again is Alfonso. Good defenses with the elbows and forearms of Alfonso to just take that attempted two-shot combination from Alfiorau off target. Counter left hook off the back foot was a sumptuously picked punch from Alfonso. And he's altogether more energized and expressive and effusive in this penultimate round. And Alfiorau hasn't demonstrated the speed of foot to consistently close the distance as he did over the previous 4 completed rounds. 10-second clapper sounds, double jab while on the back foot, skipping away clockwise as Alfonso, and that was a beautiful display of back foot boxing and punch picking over the course of the 3-minute stanza. Wow, that really makes things interesting, because for my money, in that penultimate round, Alfonso was altogether more energized and was able to pepper the advancing Alfiorau with shots such as that. Check left hand, spinning off the line, and then turning it into a stiff left jab, all the while pedaling backwards. Very good round of boxing indeed for the man from Havana, who now resides in and represents Azerbaijan. So we're into the 6th and final round then of what has been a contest between boxers of contrasting styles. And after enjoying a very energetic and effective 5th round, Loren Alfonso on the back foot, but being subjected to a brisk start out of the gate by Aliaksei Alfiorau of Belarus, because he was probably aware that he was outworked, even though Alfonso was on the back foot during round number 5, and he's come out in altogether brisker fashion to begin this final frame. It's been a very good contest. Aliaksei Alfiorau, the naturally smaller boxer, his successes in the IBA code on the global stage coming at 81 kilogram light heavyweight. So no knockdown, that's a slip. Terrific punch picking between the gloves of Alfonso from Alfiorau. And he may have been taking a round off in the 5th because he's come out with renewed energy and ambition. Here in round number 6, a terrific volley of shots, spearing the defenses of Alfonso. Alfonso on the back foot, but isn't having anywhere near as much success offensively in the first half of this 6th round as he enjoyed in the 5th. Looping overhand left is a scoring shot for Alfiorau. I've already mentioned the global medal successes of Alfonso. Consecutive finals in the World Championships, coming away with gold in 2021, silver earlier this year in Tashkent, was ringside for both of those championships, the Olympic bronze of course, but on the continental stage he came away with 2019 European Games gold against Ben Whittaker of England, prevailing on a 3-2 split, and Ben Whittaker resumes his professional career tomorrow. He'll be boxing at the Bournemouth International Centre on the South Coast. He coming away with Olympic silver, losing to the man who conquered Loren ALFONSO in the gold medal bout up at 81 kilograms light heavyweight. But here and now, well, Alfonso again, less than a minute remaining, and I think he's being outscored in this 5th round because Aliaksei Alfiorau the mouthpiece sent spinning into the scorer's lap here. So less than a minute to go, and I think this has been a magnificent response in the final round by Aliaksei Alfiorau, the busier boxer, and it's effective aggression as well, landing a southpaw left in between the defenses of Alfonso once more. Oh, that's a cracking left-right combination as Alfonso held his feet, planted his back foot, and fired in a solid right cross to catch the advancing Alfiorau. So closing seconds of the 3rd and final round. Right jab scores once again. There's the 10-second clapper. Alfonso thinks he's done enough, but I'm not so sure, because Alfiorau has invariably been the aggressor. And while Alfonso has always been in the contest, I think he took the 5th round by a clear margin. But how will the scoring judges have reviewed the stanzas either side of what I felt was a clear 5th round for Loren ALFONSO? Spirited effort produced by both boxers. Aliaksei Alfiorau of Belarus, the naturally smaller man, always looking to make the contest on the front foot, pursuing the back foot balletic grace of Alfonso, who pecked and poked and points scored effectively with his back foot style of boxing, as he demonstrated in the 6th and final round, would occasionally hold his feet, firing a spearing single straight to stop the advancing Alfiorau in his tracks. But did he do it often enough? My instinct is that this man has done enough to take the decision, but of course it is going to come down to the verdict of the 3 scoring judges ringside. Alfonso is in no doubt. He feels he has done enough to take the decision here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, before I announce the winner of this contest, I would like to invite to the ring an IBA Board of Directors presenter, Ms. Susan Tote, to hand the runner-up prize money of $10,000 and the winner prize money of $20,000. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, where we have a split decision in favor of your winner. In the gold corner.
And it's Loren ALFONSO, a split decision victor over Aliaksei Alfiorau. Wonderful to see that sportsmanship between the two. A contest between boxers of contrasting statures from naturally different weight divisions, contrasting approaches. Loren ALFONSO, the back foot punch picker. Aliaksei Alfiorau electing to go on the front foot and look to outwork his man. No complaints about the decision from Alfiorau, and that is wonderful to see. It was a contest fought in the most magnificent spirit. $20,000 US to the victor, Loren ALFONSO, $10,000 US to Aliaksei Alfiorau. But his back foot shot selection being rewarded. 2 judges to 1, 2 scores to 1. And again, it's a typical tightrope walk performance from Loren ALFONSO, because he voluntarily retreated to the ropes on numerous occasions and invited that type of pressure, but those were the sharp singles that he was able to score with. Legs tangling after that left hand landed, and that's why the shot was ruled a slip, excuse me, the trip to the canvas was ruled a slip rather than a knockdown. But he possesses nerves of steel, does this man. Remains true to himself, true to the game plan. And Loren ALFONSO, a split decision victor over Aliaksei Alfiorau.